have time to be making excuses. You have time to get me that overdue manuscript.
Yes, sir. I understand, sir.
This book is called Notes on the Onmyo Way, and it says that tools that have been around for 100 years or so can acquire spirits and become monsters that deceive human beings. These monsters are known as Tsukumogami, and the book says that there are all different kinds of them that exist. Is that interesting or what?
You know, I don't need an explanation of the text. What I need is the manuscript you owe me.
Well then, it looks like his plan has failed.
I will only wait on this one more day, and if you don't have it for me by that time...
Then what? What's gonna happen?
I will request that you come to our editorial department and finish the manuscript while I watch.
Oh, come on, Rico, don't do that. I'm the kind of guy who can't sleep if you so much as switch his pillow. You follow me?
Oh, don't worry. It'll take you all night, so you won't be needing a pillow.
Well,
This is how I feel when Kantaro forces me to do something. I think there's a lesson to be learned here.
I think you're right. Rachel! Huh? Suzu, is something wrong? Well, there's something that I want to ask you about. Huh? Ah, so from what you're saying, I'm guessing you want to become a career woman when you grow up, huh, Suzu? That's right. I really admire working women like you. You're the coolest. Oh, thank you, Suzu. So what was it that made you choose the kind of work you're doing right now? Well, I have liked books ever since I was a little girl. At first, I was dead set on becoming a writer. But then I discovered that I was much better suited for doing publishing work than I was for writing. And then I found a job at the company I'm working at now. Wow, must be a lot of fun doing all the things you enjoy for a living. Well, the truth is... yes, it's a very rewarding job.
Now this is some good sake.
So, can I understand that this means that you will give our company permission to publish your latest work?
They say a warrior never goes back on his word. Well, it's the same with writers.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, please be careful and watch your step.
My, the rest trip certainly is far, huh?
Sir, you're making me uneasy.
What's there to be uneasy about? If anything, sweetheart, you ought to be uneasy about losing my next work to another publisher. Besides, as an editor, you should stay close to your more popular authors.
No, please stop it.
Come on, it's not so bad, right? Right?
Oh, no.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Sir, what happened? Oh, no.
Do something about that insolent bitch!
Leave at once!
But...
Just do it! Now go!
come on, one more, please.
Haven't you had enough already?
Who cares about being a stupid career woman anyway? Maybe I should just quit altogether. Good evening!
Rico? What brings you here at this hour, huh?
Weeks of sight!
The hell with that stupid author!
Rico, you gotta calm down. You're gonna wake up the whole neighborhood and...
As a single, hardworking career girl of modest means, I oppose the blatant abuse of...
It sounds like Rico had some really terrible thing happen to her at work, huh?
Anyway, what do we do?
Why don't we let her stay tonight?
No way, I haven't finished the manuscript. We can't do that. Rico's house is over in Hongo, isn't it?
Why am I the one who has to do this?
This is nice. It feels just like I'm flying through the air.
Please just go to sleep. Ugh, that woman stinks of liquor! Well, see ya.
Wow, what a hug! Come here, you!
Hey, let go of me!
No way! You're all mine!
Somebody please come and help me with this! So, does the great demon eater need a little help? Huh? Get real already. Don't you feel like just ditching Kantaro? He even has you looking after drunks. It's a disgrace to the name demon-eating goblin. I have always considered it a rather grave mistake to have a human and a goblin living under the same roof. There's a gap between humans and monsters that simply can't be bridged, you understand me?
On what planet are employees free to come in later than their bosses? Why, you imbecile!
I'm very sorry.
And then there's that stunt you pulled last night. It was a hell of a mess I had to deal with.
You think I should have kept quiet and put up with that man's depraved behavior?
No, I said nothing of the sort. Still, a professional editor would have been able to deal with an old baboon like him and get the job done.
Delivery from Sarashina. Can someone tell me who ordered the tempura soba?
Oh, right here.
Yes, sir.
Who are you? Are you new there?
Yes, sir. And we thank you for your patronage.
Something wrong?
You have somebody named Reiko working here, don't you?
So then, are you an acquaintance of hers?
Uh-huh. And since I'm here, I thought I'd just drop by and tell her hello.
I see. Knowing Riko, she's probably in her usual place.
Her usual place?
She's always out to be the #1 bookworm in the company. Whenever she has a break, she goes down to the basement storeroom to read. There are a lot of old books in the basement, and people hardly ever go down there.
The basement storeroom? I'll go and say hi to her.
I'm sorry, but would you mind not?
Why? What's wrong with that?
A lot of things have happened today. I wanted to give her some time to herself.
What was I doing just now? Apparently I was reading this. I must have gotten so into this book that I guess I blanked out.
Aha, so this is where you've been hiding. The chief wants your Reiko. His message for you is, go get Mr. Ichinomiya's manuscript, you imbecile!
Okay, I'm on it. Today's the deadline, but just as I thought, you haven't written a single page, have you?
No.
Then there's no other choice. You'll have to keep your promise and finish it up at our office tonight, Mr. Ichinomiya.
But aren't you gonna get mad?
Now, why would I go and do that? I'll be there with you all night, so let's get this project done together, okay? I've got some other business to attend to, and I won't be coming back into the office until sometime this evening, so I'd like you to come in after that, if you would, please. Hey, Reiko! Oh, hello there, Suzu. Do you think we could continue our talk from yesterday? Sure, no problem. Well, I'm counting on you, Mr. Ichinomiya. Let's go, Suzu. Okay. Reiko sure's in a good mood today, isn't she? It's like she's a different person from yesterday.
Kantaro. Yes, I know.
Huh? Reiko's emanating a strange force?
It's possible she's been possessed by some sort of monster.
I wonder if that's why she's in such an unusually good mood.
So what do you plan to do? Before we do anything else, we have to find out exactly what kind of monster is possessing her.
As always, we're the ones who end up doing the actual investigating.
What's that?
Huh?
I'm terribly sorry about last night.
Don't worry, I was a little drunk myself. Let's call yesterday's mishap water under the bridge.
Oh, thank you, sir.
By the way, I thought I would mention I'm planning to make my next work a love story set at a lush hot springs resort deep in the heart of the country. Given that, I will need to conduct some research. And I want you to accompany me.
You want me to do what?
Sir, I must let you know she's still just a novice. Please, why not choose someone else?
I'm asking you, girl. If you take on the work of a famous author like me, you'll gain prestige as an editor. You want to advance your career, don't you? What's the matter? You forget how to speak? The pain!
Sir, what is it?
It's my chest. I can't breathe.
Sir!
Please, somebody help me.
Talk to me! Please, sir! Hang in there, sir! 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 Rachel, why are you just standing there?
Oh no!
Call a doctor! A doctor!
Right away! That was quite a scare earlier, wasn't it?
The doctor said it was a combination of intemperance and overwork. Unfortunately, it appears he won't be able to do any writing for a while either.
And after we just asked him to let us publish his latest work.
Oh,
It doesn't even look like Reiko has a clue what she did to that guy.
it does seem that way.
What are we gonna do now? Maybe we should go back and let Kantaro know about this.
Let me know what.
Kantaro?
I've come to write that manuscript, as promised.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ichinomiya. I have the meeting room set aside, so why don't we work in there?
Now I brought these two along to help us out, so just let them know if you got any work for them.
I think that would be a big help. Oh, thank you. What do you say we rest for a little bit?
Oh man, that'd be great.
Let's go ahead and take a full 30-minute break then, all right?
Where does she plan on going?
Probably the basement storeroom.
A storeroom? Sounds suspicious. The Tsukumogami here in Notes on the Amio Way are articles which fell out of use and were thrown away at some point.
Are you trying to tell us that those old things in the storeroom have turned into monsters?
I'd say there's definitely a possibility.
Tales of the bizarre and fantastic, huh? Sounds interesting. Hey, Kantaro, look!
Stop it now!
Reiko just got...
What the hell? Just what are you doing with Reiko?
Be silent! I know you not know whence he came, but that's your brook no interference! Bring it on, you old hag.
Haruka, wait! You mustn't fight this monster!
And why not?
I don't feel any pain in my chest, so there's no evil spirit controlling this monster. My name is Kantaro Ichinomiya, and I am one of Reiko's acquaintances. What's your name, ma'am?
I am known as Fuguru Mayohi, a Tsukumogami who turneth ancient books into monsters.
Could you please explain to us then why you've chosen to trap Reiko inside this book?
Wherefore that girl doth love the printed word. Verily she taketh pleasure in reading. For a book monster such as myself, witnessing her joy is a thing that doth touch my heart.
This monster was actually being a friend to Reiko. So the incident at the restaurant was because you were protecting her from that author, wasn't it?
A writer with such an impure heart could ne'er craft a true tale. He got his just deserts.
But why is it that Reiko is the one locked inside a book?
At present, she is fully absorbed in the world of that book, and is no doubt enjoying the story in its fullness with all her heart.
It's about time I got back. Oh, hey there, everybody. What's up? Well, you see...
Well, you seem to be taking a while, so we came down here to check on you.
Oh, is that so?
Uh-huh. I hear you're always coming down here to read.
Yes, that's right. It's because I really love books, you know?
And I love thee as well. A gap between humans and monsters that simply can't be bridged, was it?
What, Haruka?
However, there are also monsters who can clear that gap, aren't there?
Well, you know there's nothing wrong with us getting to like humans, right?
Should we head back?
Sure.
There, all finished.
Thank you for all your hard work.
Where is that Rachel? Is she late again?
This mountain air is so fresh. Thanks for inviting us to come with you, Suzu. Well, it's more fun if we're all together. Wow, your own mountain villa. It's like a dream. The Anagawa family is awesome. It's not really my family's villa. Huh? Back when I was a lot younger, my dad got really sick. He rented this villa so he could stay and recover in the country. Oh, I get it now. Still, at least he had the money to rent the mountain villa, huh?
What are you saying?
Nothing. When I called, I couldn't believe it, but Mr. Tatsuzo, the owner of the place, still remembered me. Really? How many years has it been since then? About 7. 7 years, huh? Ugh. Wow, I never knew you could do that.
Yeah, well.
I hate to say this, but it sounds good.
Yay, Haruka gave me a compliment. All
My
right,
first words
all
were,
right.
I hate to say this.
Who cares? A compliment's a compliment. I'm so happy.
Hey, who taught you how to do that?
For a gifted researcher such as myself, knowledge of folk customs like these is but a matter of course, my dear Miss Yoko.
Aren't you, Mr. Fancy Pants?
Huh?
I'm sorry. Suzu, I thought if Kantaro could do it, then so could I.
Hey, you can't blow on it so hard. You gotta hold the leaf gently like this, and then...
I'll do it myself.
Good grief.
Come on, give her some support.
But why should I?
Just say something like, I know you can do it, give it your best shot.
I know you can do it. Give it your best shot.
Yes, Haruka, I'll give it my best.
Will that suffice?
There's a little problem with your non-committal tone, but I guess I can give you credit for that one.
Suzu!
Come on, we're leaving. Coming! Good afternoon. Excuse us. Okay, is everybody gone? I wouldn't think so. Excuse us! Anybody home?
Well, it sure is one fancy villa.
Viscount Edogawa rented it, of course it is. This is weird. Why don't we go check in the garden?
Looks like everyone is gone.
It can't be. I even called them ahead of time. Hey! Anyone here? I wonder what happened. Oh no, what's the matter, Suzu? Just now, in the pond!
Suzu! Suzu! Hey there, Suzu. Welcome back.
Mr. Tatsuzo!
Good afternoon.
It's really a pleasure to meet you, sir. Good afternoon!
It's been quite a while. Have you been doing well?
I have.
Want some? This one's right.
Sure, I'd love to have some.
You sure have become quite a pretty young lady.
You're too kind. By the way, where's your wife, Mr. Tatsuzo? The last time I came, Chikage and I played together. It was so much fun. So did she just go out somewhere today?
Chikage passed away.
Huh? No.
Yes, it's true. But you know, my wife really did like you a lot, Suzu. Even after you went home, she'd always be talking on and on about you. And then, when she became pregnant, she'd wink and tell me, that's Suzu growing inside me. My little Suzu.
Suzu. That's Suzu in my belly. It's my little Suzu. Oh, Suzu. Chikage, why'd she...
It was my fault.
No.
I'm the reason Chikage died. It was all my fault.
Why? Why did Chikage have to die? Like a piece of a summer's dream. A piece of a summer's dream. Chikage. He said that she died. Was that Chikage? But if that was her ghost, then Kentaro's bell should have been ringing. Must have been my imagination. Darn it. I want Haruka to compliment me, too. Suzu, it's you, isn't it? Have you forgotten me? Oh, well, I understand. 7 whole years have passed, haven't they? Chikage? So you remember me, yes? This is my daughter. Your daughter? Now say hello. 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 Chikage, I heard you were dead, huh? Oh, you must have spoken with my husband. What shall I do with that man? Still spreading that lie. So warm. Thank goodness. Hey, so what's your name? Shigure. Hi, Shigure. I'm Suzu. She sure is shy. That's right. Just like you used to be, remember? Huh? Was I really? A leaf flute? Yeah, I'm not very good at it, though. Want me to teach you? You mean it? Here. No way.
There's no mistake about it. That riverbed is where Chikage died.
A ghost?
Possibly.
You're wrong. She's not a ghost. So warm. Because she felt warm to me. She had the warmth of someone who's alive. We still have some things to do before we go home, so you go on ahead. She couldn't be a ghost. That can't be it. It can't be. Muchan, hey, sorry, you just startled me. You were worried about me. Thanks, Muchan. If you want Kentaro, he went to a farmhouse nearby to get some watermelon.
No, Mochan, don't! You mustn't let her deceive you. Low-down, dirty thieves like you're the thief! Give me back my watermelon!
Lord Sugino, give us our watermelons back!
That means now!
What do you mean? Is it for everyone?
Look, stop being ridiculous! See? Even Muchan's saying that you should.
She is not!
Aren't you, Muchan?
Muchan, has he really corrupted you this much? I challenge you to a duel, Kantaro.
A duel, huh?
How about a melon eating contest?
Very well, then.
In that case, I accept your challenge.
I won't lose to you.
Stop kidding yourself.
Big, isn't it? We had it stuffed.
Mr. Tatsuzo.
It came around to stir up trouble. But this... Don't worry, it's not loaded. So, Suzu, will you be going to the river again today?
Yes.
Chikage really loved you. It'd be better if you didn't go. Because Chikage died. Are you going to the river?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Mr. Tatsuzo is lying. Chikage is not dead. Please excuse me.
Why don't I go with you, Suzu?
Haruka. Chikage.
So you learned how to do that?
Mm-hmm. Chikage taught me how to make it whistle. I guess Chikage won't be coming today. She was so warm. It's cold.
Let's go back.
Okay. We're back, everybody! Haruka?
How odd.
Mr. Tatsuzo? Yoko? Kentaro? Where did everyone go?
I'll go check the living room. All right. We'll go together. There's no one here.
Yoko? Yoko?
What's wrong?
Yoko! Yoko's been stuffed!
Don't worry. I'm sure she's fine, okay? Suzu!
Why is this happening?
It's your fault, Tatsuzo.
How could you neglect a pregnant woman and go off gambling? She was crying. Please help. At least save my baby.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, Chikage. Chikage, please forgive me.
Forgive you?
Please forgive me. Please forgive me.
No, don't. Don't do it. Please, no. Stop it! Haruka, why? Don't cry, Suzu. Oh, Suzu. Chikage, you're... Chikage!
We've come for you. Shigure.
Huh? Shigure?
She's my little girl. See? It's you. Such a cute little girl. You're my little girl. I was pregnant with you. You're my only child. My beautiful, beautiful girl. I will protect you, I promise.
No!
No one will harm us. It'll just be the two of us here forever.
You're wrong! That's not what I want!
Suzu?
Give them back! Yoko and Kentaro and Haruka! Give back all the people I care about right now! I don't need someone like you! I hate you so much! I hate you! Don't make that face! This is wrong! The Chikage I love so much is not you! You're not the Chikage I met that summer!
Suzu.
Give them all back! I'm not your child that I don't want to be! You hear me? Just bring everyone back and get out of my sight right now!
Suzu!
Come on, we're leaving!
We're going!
A dream?
She did it.
Muchan! Muchan! Now where is Muchan this time? Hey, Muchan! Muchan? Muchan? Where in the world did you run off to, Muchan? She wouldn't.
Hey, Kotaro! Mutan's here again!
You really had me worried, Muchan. You disappeared so suddenly. You can't just take off. You gotta let me know when we're going out somewhere. I mean, we are married, right?
That's amazing. So you teleported here all the way from Sugino Village? Wow, that's crazy, Mushan. You sure have a whole lot of powers we don't know about, don't you?
What does she even see in a human like him? Hey, just come on over here, Muchan. What if Kantaro's stupidity rubs off on you?
Calling me stupid is a little harsh, Lord Sugino, and your desire to monopolize Muchan is really quite disgraceful.
Kantaro Ichinomiya, step outside! If this is how it's gonna be, we're gonna have a duel to see who's the better man for Muchan!
You're gonna have a duel? How did things get to this point?
Stop it, Sugino. You're being childish.
Quiet! Come on, Kantaro, outside! Muchan, are you siding with Kantaro? But I'm your husband. I'm your husband, Muchan, so how could you? Muchan, you idiot!
Didn't seem to me like she was siding with Kantaro. She was just trying to stop them from fighting, right?
Well, shall we get going, Haruka?
Go where? That case you were working on?
Yeah, unfortunately, we let her escape yesterday.
You're cruel. So cruel, Muchan. How could Muchan prefer a human to me? Those humans are the ones to blame for this. Getting involved with them is what made this happen in the first place. Muchan and I never fought with each other when it was just us living by ourselves on the mountain. Hey, Muchan. I've never liked humans, and this is the last straw. I'll just have to make Muchan see the truth. I'll make her realize how foolish and incompetent humans are. Once she understands that, I'm sure her love for me will be rekindled. All right, then. A Kyokotsu?
Yes, I'm sure the monster in question is the Kyokotsu. That's why I'd like to ask you something.
What might that be?
Kyokotsu are malicious spirits born from the intense resentment of a deceased person. Was there anyone who had harbored that kind of hatred towards the two of you?
Hatred? Toward us?
Yes, ma'am, that's right. Enough hatred that they want to kill you. A proper memorial service over that person's remains should stop the Kyokotsu from appearing without having to perform an exorcism on the grounds.
Unfortunately, while the fact that I am rather young to be a company president has no doubt earned me the envy of others, there's nothing I can think of that would warrant this sort of outright animosity.
But there could be some mistakes you've made, or resentment you've earned simply because you are so young. What happened?
Tori, no, it can't be.
A Kyokotsu, huh? Hey, hold it!
Wait, was that?
Where do you think you're going? You won't get away this time, Kyokotsu!
How can I make Muchan understand how foolish humans actually are? Kantaro!
She's gone!
That was him?
Tell me, why did you save me back there?
No reason. I didn't help you out because I wanted to. It's just that I absolutely hate humans, most of all that lousy Kantaro Ichinomiya. See ya. Better cut out the mischief if you don't want him to exercise you.
Wait a minute. You saved me on a whim, and now you're going to abandon me here?
Abandon? All I'm saying is you can do whatever you like now.
Whatever I like? I'm afraid that's easier said than done. Ultimately, I don't have anywhere to go, nowhere to return to. I know. That's it. Henceforth, I'll go wherever it is you go.
What?
You said you despise humans, isn't that right? Well, I hate humans too. I'm sure the two of us would get along well.
No, thank you.
Huh?
First of all, I'm extremely busy. I have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that humans are nothing but a bunch of incompetent idiots, so I can win back the love of my life.
Win back the love of your life? That's right. Love is something that must be won, and only the winner can place claims on ownership.
Hey.
So, don't you want to let me help you out a little?
No, you see, I...
Hasn't Lord Tsukino gotten back yet, Yoko? No, he hasn't. And I thought for sure he'd be back as soon as he got hungry. That's why Muchan decided to spend the night here at our place. Hey, isn't that right? I guess Lord Tsukino must have been pretty shocked when Muchan stood up for Kantaro. Yeah, but Muchan is the last person Lord Tsukino would want to worry. Well, why don't we go and look for him? Yeah, something might have happened to him. You saying it's Kotoi?
Yes. Is that name familiar at all?
It is familiar. We used to have a servant by that name. Her full name was Kotoi Matsubara.
Kotoi Matsubara. And where's Kotoi now? Has she gone to work somewhere else?
No, you see, she disappeared last winter.
She disappeared?
Yes. She was a live-in servant, but she disappeared without a trace, leaving behind her luggage and all her belongings. Of course, we asked the police to search for her, but...
What the devil is happening here? They have no clue that I'm the one behind all this. Humans are such incredible fools. Don't you think so, Demon Eater?
What happened to the monster you saved?
I don't know. She just went off somewhere.
You're welcome to think whatever you like about humans, Sugino. However, you would best not interfere with Kantaro's work.
Fine. I won't do it again.
What a shame. Is that all you're going to do?
No, I'm just getting started.
I'm so glad. Listen, we should cause some trouble for these humans that we despise so much. You will give me a hand in this, won't you?
Leave it to me.
Man, he's just nowhere to be found. Where could he have gone?
That's odd. Isn't this the place?
What are you doing, Mr. Ichinomiya?
Oh. At the moment, I'm doing a search for the remains of Kotoi Matsubara.
You say you're looking for her remains?
Looks like it may be Kotoi who is responsible for the Gyokotsu. I'm afraid she didn't just disappear last winter, she actually passed away. Because she vanished without having made preparations to go anywhere, her remains should still be somewhere on these grounds, and they should also be very weather-worn.
And just how are you able to conclude that?
A corpse left to the elements and denied a memorial service will spawn a Gyokotsu. Unless we locate her remains and conduct a funeral service, the Gyokotsu will soon be showing up again.
I see. Very well, then. If there is anything that I can do to be of service, please don't hesitate to let me know, Mr. Ichinomiya. Please excuse me.
Lord Tsukino is nowhere to be found. Where could he have gone to?
get it. A hidden room, huh?
Please, pardon us, sir. It appeared that you were misleading us, and that you wouldn't reveal the location of the remains, so we had no choice but to do something like this.
Why do you think I know anything about that?
You started behaving strangely when you learned the monster was a Kyokutsu. Are you sure that you don't know anything about this matter? After all, Kyokutsu tend to arise from the deaths of people who are murdered.
I didn't have a choice. It was the only thing that I could do. We were just fooling around, but she had to become so serious about it all.
What do you mean? Didn't you promise me that you'd divorce your wife and marry me? Was this all just a lie?
It was nothing, all right? I inherited my father-in-law's company on the condition that I marry into his family. You must know that. If you really do love me, then don't cause me all this trouble by saying such selfish things.
I've been selfish. So you tricked me! Fine. If it's all nothing to you, you won't mind me telling your wife.
What did you say?
If it takes a divorce to make you mine, this nothing is all the ground she'll need.
What are you saying? Kotoe, please wait! Does she think I'd let her get away with that? She's the one to blame. She was trying to blackmail me.
I won't forgive you! I swear it!
Lord Tsukino!
You bastard!
No, don't! Lord Tsukino's under the control of the Kyokutsu.
Your point?
Listen, I understand how you must feel. But revenge won't accomplish anything. You must go back to the world where you belong.
Don't get in my way! I won't forgive you! You make a mockery! My love for you!
Tsukino? It can't be. I just exorcised the Kyokutsu. I see. So the Kyokutsu's evil spirit has possessed Lord Tsukino, has it?
What do you think you're doing?
I'm begging you, please stop this now! Please, find it in yourself to forgive him!
What the hell do you care? The sniveling rats betrayed you, didn't he?
That was something I'd known for a long time. But there was never a time when I wanted to be rid of him. Even if the only reason he married me was for my family's fortune, I still love him.
Move aside! You don't want to die for this kind of man, do you?
Whatever kind of man, he's my husband!
This love of a human couple. Stop it! Let me go! Stop it!
Let me go!
Red, Kyo, To, Shot, Kai, Shin, Retsu, Sai! No way! She just ate the evil spirit!
Mushan, you saved me from that thing, didn't you? Yes, you did. We're married after all, right? Mushan! I'm so sorry for ever doubting your love for me!
Oh, Moonshine, so that's where you were. Darling, I'll wait for you as long as it takes.
Mushan, let's work hard to make the bond of love between us as strong as the one between those two.
As strong as the one between those two? Wow, that's a first. Did I hear you just now actually approving of the humans that you hate so much?
Why don't you just shut up, huh?
You know, I've been wanting to ask you this for a while, but is there any particular reason that you hate humans as much as you do?
Well, it's because...
Well, fine, so I'm still not as good as Hasumi, huh?
Oh, man, here he goes again.
And then, of course, there's Professor Numata. Why did he choose Hasumi of all people? I can't freaking believe this!
Does that mean something happened with Hasumi? He came back to Japan yesterday. He came back? Was he traveling abroad for something? The government appointed him to a cultural delegation sent to England. He's a delegate? That's some big stuff. But Kantaro didn't know anything about it. Then he found out that Professor Numata is the one who recommended Hasumi for the post. Oh, now I get it.
Well, I quit. I'm gonna stop being a folklore researcher. Somebody help.
Oh, Lord. Lord, please save me. Yeah,
Sure is pretty.
isn't it?
Mr. Ichinomiya! Mr. Ichinomiya, I have some work for you! Good morning, Mr. Ichinomiya! Good morning!
Keep it down a little.
What's his deal? Kentaro is just a little bit hungover. What? He's hungover? Oh, how pathetic! What's so bad about a little hangover? Pull yourself together, will ya? I have a job for you! You'll be covering some real choice material, you hear me? A priest? Correct. When I found him, he was passed out inside the church. He's in the hospital now, but no one knows exactly what happened. So do you really think it was the work of a ghost? That's what I'd like our resident expert to investigate. I can count on you, can't I? Mr. Ichinomiya?
Why don't you go ask Hasumi or something? I'm a little too busy trying to reevaluate my meaningless life at the moment.
He's still brooding over it. Very uncool.
Well, so there you have it, Reiko. I'm afraid today is no good. Well, you see,
Thank you so much for your help.
oh no.
Rumor has it that shortly before this latest incident, there were unusual lights in the area around the church. And some people have said they heard eerie moanings, too. There were also eyewitness reports of poltergeist-like activity. And it was around the time that the priest was found collapsed inside the church. Kantaro? Do you have a headache?
I'm gonna let you guys handle this one. I'll be watching from the sidelines, so good luck.
Huh? So you're just gonna cop out? If you're a man, then you should do what you said you were going to do.
She is right, Kantaro.
Oh, man.
Yes, we know. The patient's room is over that way. Please, pull yourself together. Oh. Excuse me, something happened?
I suppose this man is a friend of yours?
Well...
Truly regrettable. We did all that we could, but...
Merciful Lord, gently guide his soul towards your light. Amen. His soul departed from heaven just now.
Aww. So they don't know the cause of death? It's a little scary, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm going to the church for a bit. I might be able to come up with some answers.
Huh? You're going by yourself? We should all go together.
I don't think so. If a spirit had something to do with the death of that priest, it must be an extremely powerful one. I think it would be safer if I went alone. After all, who knows what could happen?
So you're willing to go through with it?
Well, if you're a man, you have to do what you said you're gonna do.
Oh.
You know? I guess I just changed my mind, that's all.
He's crawling with them. It seems like they're pretty weak, although you never know. Haruka, you came after all. I had some free time.
There are so many of them around, it's like, where do you even begin? For that matter, what are all of them doing here anyway?
It's possible that something in this place is drawing them in.
Well, do you sense anything?
Nothing, not a trace.
Well...
Now there's a hair color you don't see too often.
Who are you?
Tell me why. Tell me why you have wings.
What? Can you see them?
Are you not human?
Are you from around here? If so, there's something I'd like to ask you about.
I'm asking the questions. You. Could you be the...
Rosalie! What the... Hasumi?
I can't believe you came here again.
So you mean this girl is an acquaintance of yours?
Oh, look. Why, it's Ichinomiya. I didn't notice you. What are you doing here?
Really? You didn't notice me?
Ah, so that's it. It was you, right? You're the one who lured Rosalie here, aren't you? Don't be stupid. I blame you.
Hey, stop making things up already, okay?
I see you're as self-centered as always.
Oh, yeah? Look who's talking!
Why, you
You're
little...
the one who's self-centered!
Stop spouting nonsense.
Stop pissing me off!
Rosalie, you must stay away from weirdos like these.
Who are you calling weirdo? You sure have a lot of nerve. And who is this kid anyway, Hasumi, huh?
Come here, Rosalie. I, Ryokan Hasumi, am the father of this darling little girl here.
She's your daughter?
Magnificent! Your playing is as skillful as ever, Yumiyako.
Thank you for your kind words, Professor Numata.
Goodness, Kantaro, I never thought that you would come here as well.
Yeah, I am such a freaking nuisance, aren't I?
Why are you all bent out of shape?
Oh, no reason.
If you didn't want to come, you should have declined the invite. And after we went out of our way to invite you.
Yes, thank you so much for your esteemed invitation, Cultural Envoy Professor Hasumi.
You're rather touchy today, aren't you, my equally renowned colleague, Mr. Ichinomiya?
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly compare with the great Hasumi. Perish the
Rosalie,
thought.
hold your chopsticks like this, see? We hold them this way.
I like my way much better.
Hey, listen, you'll be living in Japan from now on. It is imperative for you to learn Japanese etiquette. And what's wrong with letting her eat how she pleases? Haruka, this is not your concern.
There, Mr. Hasumi. There's no need to get so worked up. I'm sure she'll learn things by and by. There's nothing for you to worry about.
Yumeyako's right. You've always been a stickler for the rules. Sometimes, I'm afraid, too much so. And that's not a good thing. I see.
This is good. Oh, well, I'm very glad that you like it. You need the washroom? It's this way. Go on ahead.
She's a cute girl, Hasumi. She's a difficult girl. She never listens to what I say. And yet, despite that, you've taken her in as your own daughter. What circumstances brought that about? Well... Rosalie had no one she could call family. It's not something I had planned on. I just couldn't bring myself to leave her there alone. I see. That's very good of you. Thank you, Professor.
It wasn't because you had an interest in her powers. As a scholar, I can understand, but I must say it's rather cruel of you. Sating your curiosity will come at her expense.
It's not like that. Enough of your unfounded assumptions.
Oh. Then it's okay, huh? If you'll excuse me, too. How about we pick up where we left off earlier? He's a type of goblin.
Goblin?
The Japanese kind. What exactly did you think he was, Rosalie?
Lucifer.
Oh, I see. Haruka's not a devil or anything.
There was something you wanted to ask me?
Huh? Well, Hasumi was saying something about how you've already been to visit the church several times since you've arrived here in Japan. Why is that? Was it to pray? That's not it, is it? It's fine if you don't want to say.
Rosalie! 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 Vanished again.
I've had enough of this. I won't do it.
Come on, we can't have that now.
You said that you would set them free.
Yes. However, I never promised I would free every one of them. I'll need your cooperation a little longer. You see, there's a favor that you must yet repay me. Come. Let us begin.
For starters, let's just exorcise all the evil spirits. We'll investigate after. I'm gonna need your help with the exorcism.
You're bringing that thing along, are you?
Well, she's already here, so we can't just turn her away, can we? Besides, if we're ever in a pinch, we can always rely on Muchan, right?
You bastard! Right on cue. Kantaro, what the heck do you think you're doing, huh? Seducing Muchan again, you never learn!
And I'm not seducing her.
You
And there's nothing to learn, okay?
Silence! Let's go, Muchan. You'll turn into a bum like him. Kantaro! Take it out on me! Huh? What's the deal? There's not a single evil spirit in here. They're all gone.
And there were so many of them yesterday. A Western exorcist. Huh? A spirit-dispelling expert. An exorcism ceremony was conducted here.
So that's why the spirits all disappeared? You know quite a lot.
Who are you?
You are the first Japanese I've met who knows so much about exorcism.
Because I'm more or less in the same business.
I see then.
My name is Kantaro Ichinomiya, and I'm a folklorist. Who are you?
I am Edwards, Mr. Ichinomiya, and I'm a deacon in the Anglican Church. I've come here as a cultural envoy.
Oh, I see. Your efforts are appreciated.
Well, if you'll excuse me.
Please, hold on.
What is it?
A little girl came by this church, didn't she?
A little girl?
I'm positive she was here.
Well, I'm afraid I can't help you.
But didn't you see her doll there on the pew?
Doll? Well then, perhaps the little girl did indeed come here. This is a church, you know. Everyone is welcome here at any time. I must be going.
Rosalie!
So, there was one more evil spirit left.
I'll kill you.
An evil spirit's possessed her. So she can be a medium too? Be careful.
It's just an evil spirit. Let me handle it.
Make sure she doesn't get hurt.
I know.
Rosalie, hang in there.
No! Rosalie! Rosalie! Hang on, Rosalie!
Ryukon.
Silly girl. Don't worry me like that.
Hey, where'd that foreign guy go?
Huh? Thanks to you, my stay in Japan was most interesting. Well, I'm glad to hear it. This was his doing, wasn't it?
He used Rosalie so she could act as a medium to summon all of those evil spirits. But what was his purpose?
I must say, I am truly indebted to you. You even taught me how to conduct the ritual. So, did you obtain what you desired? Yes. These evil spirits are of great interest to me. I'll conduct my research on this one as soon as I get back to England. My thanks to you, Major General Minamoto. You have my gratitude. It's nothing. Although I must say, that black goblin you were talking about is like the fallen angel Lucifer. I'm fascinated by him. Oh, really now? I'll be coming back to see the black goblin. By all means. Oh, by the way, were you pleased with the item? Yes, of course. I'm grateful for such a luxurious souvenir.
Yes, what is it?
I can walk now.
It's okay. We'll be home soon. Rosalie, you were just hallucinating. And those things you told me about, but can't recall, those were all just...
They give that stuff a rest. Paranormal phenomena are caused by spirits and monsters, period. You can't solve these cases scientifically. Their mistaken advice will only confuse people suffering through these bizarre phenomena. I won't rest until I've given these people a piece of my mind. Crying out loud.
He says that, but quick show of hands for whoever thinks he just wants to whine about them stealing his cash flow.
Rosalie? Although you may indeed have episodes where you say strange things to yourself, by no means is it the work of spirits or monsters. The truth is, it's merely a manifestation of your own inner voice. Some people blurt out exactly what they're thinking or feeling or even imagining. Yours is simply an extreme case of this behavior. Your parents, unfortunately, did not understand this. But I do understand it. Rosalie, you need a strong sense of self, so you won't be swept away by that inner voice. Huh?
I'm not lying.
I never said that. Please, just consider that speaking what your inner voice tells you...
I said that I'm not lying!
Rosalie...
Wait, hold on a moment. Is it you? Are you the one running this so-called research society and giving out lousy advice to... Hasumi?
So, Ichinomiya, just what is it that brings you here?
Brings me? This is the Paranormal Research Society, isn't it?
Yes, this is indeed the Paranormal Research Society, of which I happen to be the chairman.
So, it was you, Hasumi. You're the one who's been stealing my cash flow.
Your cash flow? What rudeness! Our research society does not work for profit.
You're kidding. It isn't a business? Then what on earth is the Paranormal Research Society?
You want to know, do you? Then I suppose I'll tell you. The Paranormal Research Society is an organization which I, Ryokan Hasumi, have founded in order to research superstitions and folklore, as well as occult phenomena. In short, our aim is to use science to prove that so-called monsters and spirits are nothing more than figments of people's imagination.
Man, I can't wait. I'm starving.
Listen when I'm talking! You hear me?
Salted rice crackers aren't that good with tea.
Yeah, sorry about that. You didn't really have any decent cheese snacks, though.
What kind of thing is that to say after you barge in here and devour my food? You believing in monsters that don't exist, quack of a folklorist! And just what are you smirking at, Ichinomiya?
Monsters and spirits do exist. There could be some under your nose right now, couldn't there?
Delusional as always, I see. Sir, someone's reported a paranormal event! Really? All right, we'll head out now to investigate. Coming, Ichinomiya?
Of course.
Today I'll put an end to those ridiculous delusions of yours.
Today I'm gonna prove it to you. Monsters really do exist.
Mr. Hasumi!
Huh?
Going out, Mr. Hasumi?
Oh, Ayame. Yes, we've received word of a paranormal event and are going out to investigate it.
Do you think I can come along with you to the site of the investigation?
I see no reason why you couldn't.
Thank you so much! Nice to meet you. I'm Ayame, and I'm studying under Mr. Hasumi's guidance.
I'm Kantaro Ichinomiya. Nice to meet you.
Ichinomiya? You mean the same Ichinomiya who's writing stories of the fantastic and the bizarre?
Yes, that's correct.
Wow, that's amazing! I always look forward to each new volume. Your latest, The Mother-in-Law's Midnight Snacking, had me so scared. Imagine an old woman being possessed and doing cartwheels while eating a live green crab.
Let's go, Ayame.
Yes, sir.
Night after night, you hear the sound of the kodo coming from the shed?
Yes. As I recall, my mother's old kodo is in here somewhere. I keep the door locked so nobody should be able to get in. I just can't explain it. Which makes me think it's gotta be the work of some kind of monster, or spirit, maybe.
Wow, so there was a monster here.
This is it, huh?
Oh, is this the kodo in question?
Yes.
Jeez, what's the big idea?
It's covered in dust, and there's no evidence of anyone having touched it. It's also difficult to imagine mice being the culprits. These are... So that's it, huh?
There it is.
I understand now, sir. I've solved this riddle.
Yeah?
Really?
as Koto monsters go, there is one that's said to haunt Koto, which are no longer used.
The Koto Furunushi, right?
Yeah. Yes, that's correct, Ayame.
You mean there's a Koto Furunushi here? Where is it?
There is no such thing as that! This has nothing to do with the occult!
Well, what is it then?
The cause is right there. Isn't it possible you just misheard the sound of the wind chimes? After all, we have had a strong northerly wind blowing through the past few days, and this window happens to face north. As you can see, the wind has blown in several leaves and twigs. Some of them must have hit the Koto's strings, thus producing a sound. All the leaves and other such debris swept in here by the wind should serve as adequate proof.
You mustn't scare the people living in this house. Got it, little Koto Furunushi?
I didn't mean to.
Tell me, what did you plan on doing if the people got so spooked by that old Koto, they decided to just throw it out? Listen, you mustn't do this again. Understand?
Well, it should be all right now.
You won't be experiencing that strange phenomenon ever again.
What are you talking about, Ichinomiya? And what was the big idea walking off without hearing my scientific investigation?
I was busy talking to the Koto Furunushi and fixing the real problem, or did you miss it?
What? Koto Furunushi?
I've had quite enough of your nonsense.
Well, same to you. I think you ought to give up your misguided, unproductive scientific investigations.
Koto Furunushi? Koto Furunushi? Did it disappear already? Hey, Rosalie, would you like me to pour you another cup of tea? I wonder if she hates me. I guess I'll go and clean this up. Oh, don't worry about it. She's just at a difficult age. Hey, who's up for a game of badminton? Ninja gets ink on your face. Okay, Hark is not allowed to play.
Sorry.
There really are monsters. The only reason he doesn't believe is because he can't see them. That Hasumi is one tough nut to crack.
But you can see them, can't you, Mr. Chinomiya?
Huh?
In a way, I'm kind of jealous.
Oh?
When I was a little girl, I could see monsters too.
Huh?
Well, actually, although I say that, thinking back to those days, I start to wonder if I saw them at all. You see, as I got older, I just couldn't see them anymore. But I missed being able to see them, and I feverishly studied folklore as best I could, so I could remember all the monsters and spirits from books and legends, even if I couldn't see them. Although, to tell the truth, I hope that someday I'll see them again.
I bet the monsters enjoy your company. You'll get to see him again. I'm sure of it.
You think so? Oh, I really hope so. I'd be so happy.
If I say something, then there's no doubt about it.
Though it seemed like an umbrella monster,
Notice the Hanakara Casa, right?
that was in fact not the case. I believe that they merely saw a broken umbrella that was blowing around in the wind. This phenomenon must be... Therefore, though it seemed a hot monster,
You mean Naidama.
it was not one.
Now listen, you mustn't bother people.
Ichinomiya, are you going to listen to my explanations or not?
What about you? You even want to see these monsters?
Are you...
I guess I won't be able to see any monsters after all.
Sir, go quickly! Every day? It's like that?
Yes. No matter how well we fix it before going to bed, we wake up to find ourselves with this outrageous-looking hair. If this isn't a supernatural phenomenon, then what would you call it?
Strange hair. Let me see. Wait. Hey, I got it!
Ichinomiya.
I knew it!
Hey, what's all that stuff?
These are the hairs of the Kayukigen.
Kayukigen? Really?
It's a monster with big eyes and a body covered entirely in hair, but it only makes rare appearances, thus earning the nickname Phantom Monster. Those hairs, however... what's wrong?
What? What's so funny? Oh, nothing much. Just thinking how much you must love monsters, Hasumi.
Don't be ridiculous. I deny their very existence.
Really? Then how'd you come to know so much about them?
How do you think? I am a folklorist, you idiot. Good grief, a Kayuk again? How absurd. This is obviously a prank played by the neighborhood children. Just you wait. I'll find proof, and then I'll show you all the truth.
A Kyukigen, huh? I haven't even seen one myself.
Mr. Chinomiya?
I wanna... No, I gotta see it!
Oh, Kyukigen, are you there? Kyukigen! Kyukigen!
The Kyukigen's favorite food is long black hair. If you'd be willing to serve as bait, our little Kyukigen is practically guaranteed to appear. What's more, the Kyukigen is visible even to ordinary people.
I'm a little scared. Well, maybe a lot scared. But this is my big chance to see a monster up close. Okay, I'll do my best. Kyukigen! Kyukigen! Hey, Rosalie, you're good at badminton. I guess I'm no match for you, am I? No, you suck. Come on! Sure, I'm not very good, but that kind of stings, you know? I guess I was right. She hates me after all. Now, don't forget, she's at a naive young age. So, why don't we play a board game together? Whoever's last has to finish off a plate of my special 7-pepper super hot steamed buns, alright? Okay, you again!
Well, that's bizarre. Why won't the monster appear even for such long, beautiful, flowing black hair? Maybe if we had even more black hair.
What are you doing, Kantaro?
Huh? Oh, Lord Sugino, why are you... What's wrong? Lord Sugino, what's going on with your hair? My hair?
What is this?
Of course.
Ouch! Ow! That hurt! Ow!
Are you okay, Lord Sugino? Lord Sugino, you've got a bald spot!
What?
Wait, where's it going? Come back! Kayuk again!
Bastard! Give me back my hair! There we have it. Looks like we have children's footprints. As I thought, this was all just a prank on the part of some neighborhood children.
Hey, what is that old dude talking about? This is our secret opening. That guy's a big dumb one.
That damn thing's faster than it looks!
Come on, don't run away, Kayuk again! I only want to talk to you for a little bit!
You actually call that hiding? Well, Ichinomiya, are you still looking for your Kyukigen? Sorry to tell you, but I've already gotten to the bottom of this so-called phenomenon.
Kyukigen!
So what's the problem, Ichinomiya? Is it really so vexing that I solved the case before you? No, hang on, Ichinomiya! Kyukigen, you What? A dead end? Stubborn little bastard!
Too bad. There's no escape for you now.
It can't be! Why on earth would you want to do me in? Now I get it. Because I created the Paranormal Research Society. And now that it's become an obstacle for you, and this sham of a business you're running, you want to get rid of me, right? Well, you're a coward, Ichinomiya!
What are you doing, sir?
No, Ayane, stop! Don't come any closer!
Honestly, what are you doing with this unsightly wig, huh?
Hey,
It's gone! No way! That was my chance to become friends with the little monster.
So that was a real monster? Wow, I actually got to see a monster again.
that was a monster just now? Come, don't be silly. It was just a wad of hair. Nothing but garbage. Listen well, Ichinomiya. We of the Paranormal Research Society will continue our efforts. We'll disprove the folklore and superstitions that plague our society. And then, finally, you'll see that the truth is this. Your monsters and assorted ilk do not exist. Let's go, Ayame.
Oh, yes, sir. Mr. Hasumi, I saw the monster too, you know. Seriously.
It was all in your mind. You were merely seeing things.
Look, sir, it's another monster.
How impolite, Ayame. He's merely a foreigner.
Did you hear that? He said moo! Moo, he said!
It's a foreign word. It's only natural that we won't understand it.
Not him, Moran, her!
Some folks refuse to open their eyes.
Hang in there, Suzu. Here, I'll pour you some water.
How much salt and pepper spice did you put in?
I thought I was dying. Thank you so much, Rosalie. You saved me.
Yoko, isn't this tea getting thinner and thinner?
I had to recycle a bit.
It's almost completely clear.
Because I didn't use that many leaves.
This isn't any different from just drinking hot water. Right, Haruka?
This is an exceptional cup of tea.
It's all perspective. Ah, what a delicious cup of tea.
You're so cheap!
Don't like it? Now's your button right. Without money, there's not much I can do.
No, it's not fair! Not fair!
Just write something, okay? Then maybe you'll be able to get some nicer tea. It's a miracle I've been able to keep our finances in order all this time.
Pardon me?
Sorry to have kept you waiting, sir. Oh, you're...
What are you doing here, miss?
This is quite a coincidence.
More like a wish granted.
Excuse me?
Well, I had wanted to see you again.
Huh?
I never thought that the young man Yoko told me about would turn out to be the owner of Fushimiya.
She mentioned me?
Sure. She said she ran into a nice fellow out on a walk, and it put her in high spirits.
You don't have to tell him all that.
Oh, embarrassed?
What is with you?
Oh, it's okay.
Huh. Here, please have a little tea, sir.
Thank you, miss. The aroma's quite pleasant. It's good.
Huh? Serious?
So, what brings you here?
Well, as I'm sure you're probably aware, Fushimiya has been a fabric stealer since before the Meiji era. It just so happens that the moment I took over the company, white snakes began appearing throughout the shop. It's been too much for the employees, and one by one, they've just resigned. Some people have even begun to circulate rumors that Fushimiya has been cursed by these white snakes.
Well, that's nothing to worry about.
Huh?
The white snake is a guardian deity of fortune and wealth. Having them appear in your home is a good thing.
Is it really?
Yes, and in fact, I envy you.
We've never seen any white snakes in this house, have we?
I understand about the snake being a guardian and all, but my concern is that soon I won't have any employees left. We're already having trouble keeping up with the household chores.
I don't know how I can help you there.
Hey, I know. Why not hire me?
What?
I just so happen to be looking for a job, so if I get paid for the work,
Of course. Would this be all right?
it's okay with you, isn't it?
Well, if that's what you really want to do.
Then it's all set.
Thank you so much. This will be perfect.
Not at all. You're very welcome.
Father, this is Yoko, and she's going to be helping out with the work around here.
Then let me warn you in advance. Trying to seduce Yoshio is a waste of your time.
Father, how rude of you. What kind of thing is that to say to a new hire?
It happens all the time. For goodness sake, son, open your eyes. They're all after your money.
Yeah, but Yoko isn't like that.
As if you know. Listen, Yoshio, you're my eldest son.
Excuse me, sir. I don't fully understand this, but you don't have to worry about me.
Yoko?
I will be glad to work for the wage you have offered.
I'm truly sorry about my father.
What are you talking about?
What he said about you, thinking you were after my money and all that.
Oh, I don't concern myself with that. Would you mind holding this a moment? I'll give it my all.
Yoko!
Sorry, do you mind? I'm working.
Oh, sounds like it's going well.
Yeah, the pay is good and Yoshio's a really nice boss on top of that.
Oh.
And just what are you looking at me for?
Would it be alright if I lived there for a little while? They're looking pretty short-handed.
Fine with me.
Kantaro, they've already given me so much stuff to do around the house.
Maybe you'll end up becoming his wife, Yoko. A real-life Cinderella.
Like Cinderella, huh?
Mm-hmm. If that happened, I wouldn't have to work so hard writing all these manuscripts, and I could devote myself entirely to monster research.
I see. You're hoping to free them.
What else is new?
No, wait, see, I really and truly hope that you find your happiness, Yoko. I just thought maybe I'd find some myself while you're at it.
Whatever. But you know, humans and fox spirits really just don't mix. Is something the matter?
Oh, Yoko. We've always had strong ties with that dealer, but now he won't buy wholesale from us.
Huh?
Western clothes are what's in these days. Fabric merchants have been suffering for a while now. But it's all right. Fushimiya won't go down. We've already got our sights set on a new international wholesaler. In fact, I'm going to see him right now.
I'll make something especially nice for dinner tonight.
I'll be looking forward to it. See ya.
Yeah, see you later. That sure was close.
This meal is really delicious, Yoko.
Fried tofu is my favorite dish.
You know, I think it's becoming my favorite, too.
I'm so glad you like it.
Oh, almost forgot.
Huh?
I found this at a curio shop I happened to pass by. I thought it might look good on you.
But
A small token of my appreciation.
Oh, thank you. I will take good care of it.
Yoshio, have you taken the food into the parlor like I asked you?
No, not yet, Father.
Lazy fool! Go do it now! Do you want to end up spoiling her good mood?
I'm sorry.
Are you trying to bring ruin to Fushimiya?
Why don't you ever let me carry it?
It's no problem, Yoko. I can handle it myself.
Come on, this is part of my job, too.
Let go of it!
Hey, what's going on?
You need to understand. This must be carried by the head of Fushimiya.
I've been curious ever since I came here. Who's in the inner parlor?
It's my mother. But if you want to know the truth, she and I aren't even really related. Please, excuse me. I'll be right back.
You've come late tonight.
I beg your forgiveness, Mother.
Why not take a little break? Oh, what are all those straps for?
Oh, these are some cloth samples of the kimonos we sell. I was thinking that we might create some new business with these. I'm trying to come up with a product that even the foreigners themselves would be interested in buying.
Oh, wow, that sounds interesting. Oh, sorry, was I being too nosy?
Not at all.
You seem to have developed feelings for that new employee. However, the owner of Fushimiya will under no circumstances take a bride. I trust that you have not allowed that rule to escape your memory.
No, I haven't.
I am the one you are to worship, and you shall heed nobody's word but mine. Fushimiya has been protected in this way for generations. If you do not wish for this house to fall into ruin...
Yes, I promise to do as you say, Mother.
What's wrong? You don't look so well.
Sorry. It's nothing, really. I'm just feeling a bit tired right now, but I'll be okay.
Well, be careful. You don't want to overdo it.
The truth is, the store will keep doing fine, even if I do nothing at all.
Huh?
A God protects this shop. Pretty much anyone could manage the place. It was only by chance that this family happened to adopt me. Up until recently, I never felt that it was any sort of problem. But I'm beginning to think it is now. I just want to prove myself and make a success of Fushimiya on my own. Not with the power of some god, but with my own abilities. You know, the reason I feel this way now is because... well, I owe it all to you, Yoko.
What are you trying to do? I'm talking about Yoshio. What exactly are you up to?
What do you mean?
Don't act like you don't know. He will not take a wife.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
Still playing dumb, eh?
Father, you stop this at once.
No, you stop, you idiot. Are you trying to bring Fushimiya to ruin?
Sir, please stop this!
there, you see? It's this girl's fault. Get her out of here now!
I'm sorry, but it is neither my wish nor is it my intent to send Yoko anywhere. Please stay with me, Yoko.
It's a good thing there's so many bugs here, isn't it?
Straighten things up here while I'm at the publisher's, all right?
Why should I? You people made this mess.
You can eat all the bugs you like. I'm counting on you.
There are so many things I want to straighten up, but there's nothing I can do about it now.
The god that protects this shop, only my mother knows about it. All I know is that if we don't obey the law that is set forth, we will be stricken with a terrible curse.
I'm doing this to help him. Kantaro, I apologize.
Why help him?
Because he's in trouble.
Just don't do anything rash. You are dealing with a human.
Yes, I know that.
If you know...
I shouldn't. But he's so lonely, Haruka. I'm sorry. Something you can sell to foreigners, you say? What do you think, Rosalie? I know nothing regarding such things. I guess it is kinda hard. Sorry, nothing comes to mind. Well, alright. Sorry, you two. Oh. What is it, Rosalie? Covers. Covers? Huh? Ah!
Sofa covers didn't even cross my mind. You're amazing, Yoko.
A friend of mine came up with the idea. Sorry, it wasn't me.
But it was you who told me.
Oh, look at me, I'm blushing.
We're not only getting orders from abroad, but from domestic buyers, too. In fact, I think we have enough orders for us to launch a whole new business. Thank you. Please continue to stay on and help me like this. Yoko, there's something I'd like you to try on.
What's this?
This kimono has been passed down through the generations.
It's lovely.
It was made to be worn at the owner's wedding ceremony.
A wedding?
Yeah.
But you see,
You are dealing with a human.
I know. I can't do it.
I only want you to wear it. Can't I see how it looks on you?
Well, what'd you think?
Yoko, you look so beautiful. Yoko! Yoko! I'm begging you, Mother. Please help her.
Impossible. Breaking a rule has sealed the girl's fate.
No, it isn't like that.
How pitiful. You take me for a fool, boy.
Give up, Yoshio.
But I don't want to give up.
For the shop's sake.
Do as Gihei tells you. Let this girl's death be a lesson to you and renew your vow to me. I alone have been the wife of Fushimiya for generations. Do as I say and I shall continue to protect this house.
That's enough. Yoko and I are leaving. Let Fushimiya crumble to dust.
Yoshio!
Is that your answer then? You stupid fool!
Lady Shirate!
There are plenty who can serve as Fushimiya's owner in your stead. So now you must die!
Just in time.
And just who are you?
It seems this one is possessed by an evil spirit.
Mr. Ichinomi, hurry! Save Yoko!
Listen, I'm alright, so go help Yoshio. Please, Kantaro, now!
Haruka!
The white snake is the living embodiment of the water god. I am in control. Your nagging is useless.
Saptors Lady Shirote's power, so Fushimiya's future is assured.
Now watch closely, Gihei.
You okay, Haruka?
This is what becomes of traitors.
If only monsters didn't exist, I wish all your filthy crimes
going to Kyoto to start things over again. I'd like to rebuild the business, but this time on my own. Yoko, I'd really like you to join me. You see, I want you by my side, so we can...
Yoshio, do you really hate monsters?
Well, naturally. Fushimiya's mistake was to ally itself with the monster. I do not plan to make the same mistake. You will come with me, won't you? Please, Yoko?
I can't.
Why not?
Because the truth is, I'm a monster too.
Rosalie!
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Next customer, please.
Rosalie, what?
Please, leave me alone.
Rosalie!
Oh, great. Him again.
Just what are you thinking, Rosalie? Oh, I see how it is. So you're the one who's been behind all this, Ichinomiya.
Huh?
You may think you can trick Rosalie and steal her from me, but it's not gonna happen, you hear?
Why the heck would I do that?
It's true we may not be related by blood, but I think of Rosalie as my beloved daughter. I will not let you lay a finger on her, you scoundrel of a man. I'm telling you right now. Meow?
What's going on?
Oh, my face itches. It's driving me out mad.
Ryukon Hasumyao?
Now, Hasumi, I don't even want to think about how the rest of the day will turn out.
I saw it all.
You saw what all, Rosalie?
When everyone got possessed by monsters. Ryukon?
So that's what happened.
That's why I came here.
There's no need to worry. I'll exorcise the cat ghost that has possessed Hasumi right away. Huh?
What's the matter?
Wait, Rosalie, you don't actually think Hasumi's better this way, do you?
Meow.
Must be quite a popular show.
Yeah, everyone came to see Shogiku perform.
Mr. Ichinomiya! Have you come here to see the Gidayu ballad?
Is that what you're doing here, Reiko?
Well, yes, I just got there watching it for an article I'm writing.
So what kind of person was this Shogiku?
Well, whenever she performs on stage, it's always behind a bamboo screen, so I couldn't make out her face.
Oh.
Oh, hello, Rico. Get after... Hey, get after... What? You see that, Kentaro?
Uh-huh. Anyway, how'd it go? You have any luck?
Nope, no luck at all. Not only is today's show sold out, but all tickets have been pre-booked for an entire month.
Oh, man, what a shame.
You're Shogiku's top student. You're a Karamai, aren't you?
I had the privilege of watching you perform. May I please shake your hand?
Excuse me, I'm in a hurry right now.
What? You expect us to just get lost?
That's not very nice. Yeah, come on. We're your number one fans.
Hey,
Huh?
piss off, huh?
Way to go, Haruka!
Yeah, good work there.
I did it so I wouldn't have to hear them.
Thanks so much for helping me. Kantaro, introduce her to Haruka.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like what they call love at first sight.
Oh, I see. This ought to be a big help.
Huh?
By the way, Miss Yuri.
What is it?
Hello, Miss Yuri. My name is Kenjiro Nimiyomiya, a simple hack of an entertainment writer trying his best to keep himself fed. I imagine guys like those three often attend your shows and cause trouble for you. Allow me to make you a proposition.
And what might that be?
The man that you see here, Haruka, is my apprentice, and he just so happens to be a mighty strong fellow to boot. Why not employ his services as a bodyguard?
What do you mean bodyguard, huh?
But I couldn't.
In return, all I ask is that you tell Haruka what it's like to be an entertainer such as yourself. I'll use what you tell him as material for my next article.
What do you think you're doing?
Look, I want you to get any information about Shogiku from her that you can, okay?
Get it yourself.
Oh, come on, Haruka. You know I'm no good at fighting. Plus, I have to exorcise the ghosts that are possessing everybody. There's no way I could do it.
Excuse me, but... Did you mean what you said just now about a bodyguard for me?
Of course I did.
I'm so sorry to have kept you waiting.
Huh? It's him!
Yes, I believe he will do just fine. Haruka is a rather unusual name. It sounds like a woman's name. Oh, I'm sorry. That was rude of me. It's raining. It's turned into quite a shower. I pray that the rain will cease. And also, that Haruka and I will...
We should go.
Why don't we both share the coat?
No, don't worry about me.
So, it turns out that Shogiku is actually Yuri's foster parent.
It seems Yuri was abandoned as a child, and Shogiku has raised her since infancy.
This Shogiku must be a great person, huh? Do you really think someone like that would have monsters possess her audience, though? Well, I was wondering if maybe somebody else was behind the possessions.
Somehow I doubt it.
What do you mean?
I've been conducting a little research on the matter. Supposedly, Shogiku used to be known as the teller of demonic tales.
Demonic tales?
Shogiku's ballads are unusual in that they center around strange stories about demons. Demons by nature bring nothing but disaster to humanity. In Shogiku's stories, however, those same demons are devoured by a bloodthirsty monster, the demon-eating goblin.
That story, huh?
So tell me, do you still think there's nothing at all suspicious about this Shogiku? That being the case, we should make plans to see Shogiku as soon as possible. Haruka, I need you to bring this up with Yuri, please.
They all want to come see Miss Shogiku perform? All right, then. Since it's for you, I'll go talk to her, and I'll be sure to mention Mr. Nanomiya's article as well.
Then I'll just come back tonight, okay?
My, what a handsome man. Man, Well, I guess you're at that age now. He is your man, Yuri, isn't he? It's not like that. Oh, you know, I have the perfect thing for you. It's a charm for good luck with marriage. If you give this to the man you're in love with, then he will return your love. Go get him. I wish you the best of luck. Yes, ma'am. I've got good news, Haruka. Miss Shogiku is willing to speak with you for your article.
I see.
There won't be any performances tomorrow, so please have everyone come to Daikechio tomorrow evening.
All right.
Also, I would like to give this to you.
It's for me?
Yes.
A good luck charm for marriage?
It's
Why would you give this to me?
because Oh, well. Some people can't seem to get a clue.
It's about time we got going, Haruka.
All right. I forgot.
What's the matter?
Oh, so Yuri gave that charm to you, didn't she?
No, it's
What are you doing?
Ow! What the heck did I do? She may be little, but she sure acts the part of a full-grown woman. You better watch out, Haruka. They say that even demons can't escape a woman's jealousy.
Ma'am, Haruka and the others should be arriving soon, if you would be so kind as to receive them.
If you mean your man, he's already here.
Haruka?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I'd wanted to put in a good word for you, but he and I hit it off and we've become rather close.
But ma'am, how could you?
I believe I'll take this man for myself. You are my pupil, after all, and you're indebted to me for raising you. I trust you have no objections.
So then, would this be the girl, Lady Igaragi?
As long as we're here, call me Shogiku.
It would seem that the evil spirit we extracted possesses entirely too much power, wouldn't you agree?
The fault lay with the previous hosts. Don't compare Yuri to those nitwits the military rounded up. This girl is my protege, and I've raised her from infancy. As a spiritual medium, her abilities are unparalleled. She'll do just fine.
Ah, then our cast has been assembled, hasn't it? Shall we raise the curtain?
I came all this way to see the famous Miss Shogiku, and wouldn't you know it, the theater's closed. Demon Eater.
Sirs, please wait here a moment.
Thanks, Yuri. I wonder what's going on with her.
She's behaving strangely.
No, not that. I felt a pain in my chest when she was here.
What?
Yay! I guess our trip here wasn't in vain after all, Muchan, and it's all thanks to the Demon Eater. Look, there she is, Miss Shogiku!
Kotaro?
It's getting worse. Don't tell me. Shogiku is...
This evening, I shall entertain all of you assembled here with something rather different from my usual performances. Tonight's performance piece is entitled, Now is the Time to Awaken the Demon-Eating Goblin. In this story, the demon-eating goblin has lost his memories, but after recalling his past, he once again begins to devour demons. And now...
Ah, yes. What a voice. Just what you'd expect from a performer of Miss Shogiku Ai in the Koji's caliber. I can't hear her saying anything.
I can't hear her voice. I can hear her voice, but this ballad is...
Raiko Minamoto! So you're the one behind this plot to torment the Demon Eater!
I'm not tormenting him. I just want to turn this monster known as Haruka back into the demon-eating goblin he once was.
What are you saying? Tochi Baraki. I see. So you really were Shogiku this entire time.
She's singing a ballad that only goblins can hear. What's more, it has the power to free the sealed memories of the demon-eating goblin.
Haruka! Minamoto! No, Kantaro, wait. If you honestly care about the Demon Eater, then stay right where you are. Do you think you know what the loss of his memories has been like for him? Ever since you conferred upon him the name of Haruka, his powers have been sealed. And that's been an extremely painful thing for him to deal with.
I'm sorry, Lord Sugino.
Demon Yuri, that's your cue.
Yuri's blood will seal the Demon Eater's awakening and make it permanent.
This is the moment that I've waited for. We of the Minamoto family are of a long and distinguished line, having exterminated monsters for over 1,000 years. However, there is one monster that my ancestors were unable to defeat, the demon-eating goblin of Koshinkan, now known as Haruka. In his present state, his memories have been sealed away. There is no meaning in defeating a creature like that. But I will reawaken his memories, restoring his true strength, and making the act of destroying him worthwhile. Come, Demon Eater! Slaughter that girl!
Don't do it, Haruka!
What is the problem? She's a demon! Hurry up and kill her!
Oh well, some people can't seem to get a clue.
What's going on here? Lady Ibaraki!
Yuri was in love with him, and the jealousy of her love made her a demon. But that very love is driving her to once again become human.
Yuri, hang on!
on, all right? Yuri! Yuri!
I heard from the doctor. He told me that it could be months or even years before her memories fully return.
Shogiku ruthlessly betrayed her. Hopefully Yuri will live out the rest of her life and never recall what transpired last night. Without those memories.
Haruka. Well, I'll be going now. I'll stop by again, Yuri. Really a good upbringing.
Monsters do not exist!
Well, I want you to know you're always welcome here, Rosalie. You're a good girl and you get... Wow, that was scary! Oh, that's right. Rosalie gets possessed really easily, doesn't she? You know, I'm kind of thirsty. Why don't we go have some tea, Suzu? Sure. Oh, hang on, I'll be right back. Haruka, would you like to come down and have some tea with us? Haruka?
Suzu, he'll come if he feels like it.
A sickle stuck in a pot. Got it! And now, from off the shelves, got it! You're really good at this, Suzu. It's because we always play it at home. Hang in there, Rosalie. You get your chance. Okay, now for the next card. The pig who opened the lid got blown away. Got it! The song that... A strange word. A posh mage. Got it! Try to put a tuna in your nostril. Got it.
Yeah.
Try to make each other laugh. 1, 2.
Strange. It's already been several days. Their aim is to awaken Haruka to his true demon-eating nature. They even know exactly how to do it. So why haven't they made the next move? Or could it be they're after something else?
All right, Rosalie, you're next, okay? Go ahead. Okay, well, are you ready? Try to make each other laugh. 1, 2.
Geez, again?
Moriko, sir.
So it has begun, has it?
We can't have you getting possessed by any more strange creatures, so I'm putting this on your forehead.
it. I can have it, can't I? You don't mind, right?
Stop it!
The evil energy disappeared. What was that just now? What was that light? Asakusa?
Well, maybe if you don't mind, you and I could visit Asakusa together sometime, Haruka.
I'd say no. No, I wouldn't mind going there.
You mean it, really? I knew it. Yeah, that sounds great. We can all go together then. Yeah, everyone together. Oh, Kantaro.
Huh?
We're all going out to Asakusa. You want to come too?
Sorry, but there's something I'd like to do a little checking into.
Well, isn't that odd? The slacker actually wants to do some work for a change. I sure hope nothing weird happens today. Oh shoot, not good! I forgot to bring along Kantaro's talisman for warding off evil spirits. What if something possesses Rosalie again? Rosalie! Rosalie, are you alright? What should we do? Just kidding. Huh? Well, that was quite a surprise. I guess even Rosalie has a sense of humor, huh? Anyway, what should we do?
If something happens, I'll take care of it.
Yeah, I guess it'll be fine. After all, there are no such things as ghosts and monsters, are there?
That light. If it wasn't the talisman, it must have been a stone. Perhaps a type of spirit orb.
Kantaro! What have you done with Muchan?
She went to Asakusa with Yoko and everyone else.
What's that? Asakusa, huh? Yeah, right, like I believe that. Wait, Asakusa? And you didn't go along with everyone?
As you can see, I stayed behind.
Oh, you did. I see. Well, no problem then.
Oh, wow! Say, Haruka? Hey, Haruka! Come on, you always said you wanted to go to a movie picture show. Come on, let's go see one.
All right, fine. Now let go of my hand.
By the way, how has Haruka been lately? He got pretty close to awakening his true nature as a demon-eating goblin not too long ago. I know you're probably against it, but try thinking from his perspective. He's lost his memories and even his original power. Before he became Haruka, the demon-eating goblin was really... Is this it? Is what is?
Oh, that was so much fun! Right, Suzu? Sure. Haruka looks kind of bored. Oh, look! It's the 12-story building of Asakusa. They say that from the top you can see all of Tokyo. Come on, let's go take a look. Haruka? Ever since I first came to Asakusa, I've always wanted to go up there. Would you mind going with me to see it? If you want to, that is.
Is there something special about that stone?
But how could something of which there are so few?
Sakura's foster mother, Shokiku, and the woman in charge of Sakurazawa's smuggling operation were both Doji Ibaraki. They smuggled, just like they did with the purple roses.
Hey, Kentaro, tell me what's going on.
I'll explain later. Right now I need you to come with me for a bit.
Where?
I'll explain later, just hurry!
Wow, it's so high. Huh? Rosalie, you know what? There's a spot just around the corner where you can totally see your house in Kantaro's. Wanna see? Woohoo! I'm sorry. Now that I think of it, you can fly. So coming up to the top of a building probably isn't any fun for you at all, is it?
Actually, it is. I find it to be a nice change of pace.
Really? You really think so?
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Haruka, you like things that sparkle, don't you? Here. You've been looking a little down lately, so I wanted to cheer you up. I know you like glass things, so I got this.
It's quite pretty.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. Rosalie!
What is it?
Rosalie! Get away! Get away from me!
Where's this light coming from?
Give it to me!
Rosalie!
Get back! Her body has been completely taken over.
Lord Raiko, just what is Mistress Ibaraki doing?
She's making an attempt to awaken the demon-eating goblin.
Demon-eating goblin?
The Sorcerer's Stone? What the heck is that? A stone that's comprised entirely of crystallized demonic power. And since Haruka's been in close proximity to her, all of the monsters that were possessing Rosalie must have been lured by the stone's power.
But why would having that stone put the Demon Eater in danger?
If Doji Ibaraki's cast some kind of spell on it, she could thereby utilize the stone to channel demonic power, even from great distances. She used the stone to trap Haruka with that ballad and... Rosugino, over there!
Okay, Kentaro, better hold on.
Defeating that thing without hurting Rosalie doesn't seem possible. Guess there's no choice. I'll just have to get rough.
What's happening?
Haruka!
Come, awaken my demon-eating goblin. Took him long enough.
I really should carry only one person at a time.
Thank you, Lord Tsubino. Thank you so much. Rosalie? She's all right. It looks like she passed out, that's all. Thank goodness. Haruka.
Haruka! Haruka, you're all right, aren't you?
Get away!
Huh?
Hey, I didn't know you wanted some tea. You should have told me.
Well, you look busy, so...
I was just doing the laundry. I guess if you want to make your own.
So where's Rosalie?
She went out with Suzu.
I see. What is it?
Oh, sorry, it's nothing. Oh, by the way, Hasumi sent us some sweets. He sure is thoughtful, isn't he?
I think he's just putting some subtle pressure on us to take good care of Rosalie.
Why don't we eat some later, okay? Where's Haruka?
I think he's up on the roof.
Again? He sure has been up there a lot lately. Here you go. So, who was that on the phone, Kantaro?
It was Rigo bugging me about the manuscript, but I haven't even written one line yet.
You gonna make your deadline?
I think so. Once I've compiled all the info, I can just bang it out.
Oh! Here, let me pour you a cup of tea.
No thanks.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, how about a sweet roll?
Haruka, are you busy? I'm going to the bookstore to buy some research materials, so would you come with me? Sorry for the wait. Is there anywhere else you want to go? How about the Ueno Zoo? They just got in some interesting creature called a Perry David's deer.
Have you finished your errands?
Yeah, I bought the books I wanted.
Then I'm going back.
Yoko! We're back! Huh? Wow, that was fast. We just bought something really neat. What's that? The neat thing. If you're looking for Haruka, he and Kantaro went to the bookstore together. Together? So he's okay now? I guess Haruka's not okay then, huh?
I'm kind of thirsty. Why don't we get some ramen? I'll buy us some.
Demon, come over here toward the sound of clapping. Lift your ear, can't you hear all the children laughing? Demon, come over here toward the sound of clapping. Lift your ear, can't you hear all the children laughing? Demon, come over here toward the sound of clapping.
What's wrong? Hey, what's the matter?
It's nothing.
What are you doing?
Playing a board game, of course. Explore the uncharted realms. The girls just bought it. We've been waiting for you. Let's play.
Where'd this game come from? I thought so.
Come on, Haruka, you play too.
No thanks.
Hey, you'll play, won't you?
Okay.
A wild animal jumps out and scares you. You must move back 5 spaces. Oh, what a pain!
There sure seems to be an awful lot of those.
That's because we're venturing into uncharted territory. There's a fine line between adventure and danger.
That may be so, but still.
1, 2, 3. You're rescued by a winged monster. Advance 4 spaces. I'm jealous. I did it! Now it's your turn turn, Kentaro.
Oh, right.
You find a pretty jar lying in the road. Do you open it? Yes or no?
Okay, I'll open it.
A monster suddenly appears and takes out its anger on you for being sealed up. Lose 1 life by going back 5 spaces.
But I wasn't even the one who sealed the monster.
Go back 5 spaces.
Yeah.
Your companions on the adventure are really your enemies. They attack you. Move back 2 spaces. You're looking for something important, but just can't find it. Lose a turn. Too bad. You still can't find that important thing. Lose 10 turns, Suzu. You destroy the important thing with your own hands. Return to start.
Stop it! Huh? Haruka? No, Haruka, wait!
Just shut up! What's this? You two fighting?
Hasumi?
Ryukon.
I dropped by so I could pick up Rosalie. Now give the man an apology.
Hey, what do you mean?
I don't exactly know what's going on in here, but it's bound to be your fault.
Now look, you...
It's not. It's not.
Haruka.
I'm coming in. I'm sorry. We honestly didn't mean to make you angry.
I told you that wasn't it.
We were all worried about you. We just wanted to make you feel better, that's all. I'm sorry.
Hey, Yoko, you bring the talisman?
Yeah, but you sure about this? I'm talking about leaving Haruka here by himself. Think maybe I should try talking to him again?
Thanks, but it's okay. Even Haruka gets a little bit moody now and then, you know?
I know, but...
Come on, let's go. Haruka? You sure? You know you don't have to.
I'm not doing it for you.
Wow!
Apparently this mansion used to belong to a noble family. For some reason, they suddenly disappeared.
Will we run into monsters?
There's no one living here, but people have seen human shadows and heard someone laughing.
Maybe the ghosts of those who used to live here.
Possibly. That's what we've been called here to investigate. Huh? Is something the matter? Oh. A stained glass angel, huh? I wonder what its face looked like.
You want to know about the demon-eating goblin of old? Yeah, you can tell me things, can't you?
Here. Is it good, Mucha?
So, have you remembered anything? And what will you do if I tell you? All right, in that case, I won't say a word to you. Very well.
I'm sorry, Muchan. Here.
Sorry for bothering you. Demon Eater, do you honestly want to know the truth?
Haruka. You alright? We're gonna start by checking the first floor, okay?
Yeah, okay.
looks like everyone was right about to get started on dinner. This is strange. I wonder why they disappeared. Doesn't seem like they were planning to leave.
Something happened. Something that would alter their everyday lives, and then suddenly, it was all over. Demon Eater, do you honestly want to know the truth?
Doesn't feel like anything's out of place.
It's not what I expected.
I wonder if this is worth a lot.
I have no clue.
People actually used to wear these things in battle, huh? Isn't it heavy? It's very heavy. Kentaro! Kentaro, are you okay?
Oh, man, that was scary.
What the heck is wrong with you? Are you trying to kill him? He didn't do it on purpose, Yoko. Right, Haruka? A monster suddenly appears and takes out its anger on you for being sealed up. Are you listening to me, Haruka?
It's okay, Yoko. It was an accident. That's all, right, Haruka?
It doesn't look like there are any monsters here. If there are, they might be on the second floor.
Probably. We won't know anything for sure until we check it out. Just to be on the safe side, I want you two to stay right here. Let's go, Haruka. Hey, we gotta go. Right. Let's go, Haruka! Huh? It's just a baby.
So I guess that's our culprit.
Hey, you okay? That monster is a...
So it's a demon.
It's an oil baby, but it's being possessed by some evil spirit. We have to exorcise it quickly, so you be sure and keep me covered.
You destroy the important thing with your own hands.
Oh, Haruka! Haruka! We gotta find Haruka! Come on, hurry!
I tried to kill Kantaro. Wretched demon. Suzu.
So that's it. You were the one behind all of this, weren't you? The oil baby, this whole case. Just what the hell are you up to?
You'll find out soon, very soon. Because by then, the real demon-eating goblin will be back.
Hey, wait!
Muchan! Muchan! Oh, it's so cold. Where could Muchan have run off to so early in the morning? Huh? Demon Eater?
Wait just a little longer, okay? I'll have it for you in a minute.
It's been 3 days since he left, huh? I wonder where Haruka could have gone. I hope he's taking care of himself wherever he is. It's not like monsters catch colds or anything, so I think he'll be okay. Still, you can't help but worry about what he's doing. Ever since Haruka left, Kantaro hasn't been eating well. He's just thrown himself into his work. Oh, Muchan, how are ya?
What'd you think, Reiko? Not a bad job, huh? The water imp's ladle, cypress or cedar. It's actually a pretty interesting subject.
Yes, it certainly is interesting, but,
But,
well, the wording seems a little...
something wrong?
I don't mean to be rude, but this piece has a substantial amount of grammatical errors. Misspelled and missing words.
Really? Okay, now let's see. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, this is strange. Sorry. Oh, well, I hadn't even noticed. I'll make the corrections right away. Where's my fountain pen? Oh, man. I could have sworn it was right here. That's odd.
Hello?
Huh?
Right hand.
Right hand? Is something wrong with mine? Oh, I see. Well, what do you know? Case closed. So it was right in front of me all along.
You seem a bit worn out, Mr. Ichinomiya. Why not take a little break? Yoko told me this is the 3rd day in a row that you've barely slept.
It's okay, Rico. It's okay. I'm perfectly fine, so there's no need for you to worry.
It doesn't look like Haruka's coming back, does it? I understand how you feel, Mr. Ichinomiya, but if you just take a little break,
How could you understand? Oh, sorry about that, but I'm really all right. Please don't trouble yourself, okay?
Wait, where are you going?
I'm just gonna clean up a bit. You will come back, won't you, Haruka?
Come on, stay still. There we go. Wow, that's great.
What's this, a young lady's gossip session?
Kantaro!
Oh, it's a weasel.
Muchan brought it here in her mouth. It hurt its leg.
Huh? Ugh!
Kantaro! You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. That's too bad. I guess it just doesn't like me, huh? Well, anyway.
Hey, wait a sec.
So what is that thing you keep looking at? Some kind of vial? I don't know. You really enjoy looking at it, don't you? It glitters. When you hold it in the light, it sparkles. My memories are returning. So far, just a few, but... Is that right? That's good to hear, I guess. But aren't you happy about it? Happy? I guess I'm happy. You should be, right? Yeah. Well, you're the only one who can really tell how you feel. So what is it that's bothering you?
Really? Nothing, huh? Where are you going now?
I don't know.
Demon Eater.
Just as I thought. It's getting in the way of the Demon Eater's reawakening.
What would you like to do?
Depends. Can I count on your help?
If necessary.
No, only spider webs. No sign? None. It might be hiding somewhere, but who knows? That worries me. Oh.
Hey!
Huh?
I saw your weasel over here!
Ah! Where is it?
Right here.
Over here?
Yeah, behind this chest.
You're right. It gathered a bunch of candy.
It's probably trying to build a nest there.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but now that its wound has been taken care of, we should go ahead and return this wildlife to the wild. Mooch on, if you would.
Take care now, little weasel. Yoko, I think I'm gonna call it a day. It looks like it might rain, too. Oh, you're right. Let's walk together part of the way.
Wildlife to the wild. Huh.
Bye-bye.
Huh?
See ya. Later, Muchan. Bye, Suzu.
Ah, so you ran into her again. That foreigner.
Hasumi?
Oh, Rosalie. Hey there.
Hello. She always has such a strange manner about her.
That's not the half of it. So what the heck do you want?
What the heck do I want? How typically rude of you, Ichinomiya. If I didn't want something, I wouldn't have come to this dirty little hovel, now would I?
And you're calling me rude?
Is something wrong? I saw him. Huh? Who's him? Who was it?
You said that he'd gone missing, yes?
You mean you saw Haruka? That's the person you saw? Where at?
You remember that old exhibition house, don't you? He was alone out there. Yeah, what's the big idea? Hey, watch it, you! No! Rosalie, what do you think you're doing? I know I didn't raise you to behave this way. Haruka! Haruka! Haruka!
He's not here. We were too late.
Haruka!
Kantaro, wait up!
Haruka, you're suffering, aren't you? And it's because of that monster you murdered. And because the instincts you lost are now starting to awaken. But I bear the blame. Because I left you as you were when you had been sealed, incomplete, stripped of things that define you. All your memories. And all of your true powers. Kantaro. I'm sorry I put you through so much.
Well, will you give it back?
The true power of the demon-eating goblin.
Koji Baragi. It was you?
Too bad, Kentaro Ichinomiya.
Minamoto.
Yes, you are the one to blame for this. Because of you, I can't awaken the demon-eating goblin. Haruka. That pathetic name is the obstacle in my way. I'm asking you to remove it. Get rid of the name Haruka now. Break the pact. His confusion will vanish and the full power and memories of the demon-eating goblin will then be revived. We desire his return to his original form, the most powerful of monsters, the demon-eating goblin. Kantaro Ichinomiya. Now, give us what we desire.
I refuse.
Wrong answer. Try again.
Look, I don't care what happens to me, but I will not break our pact.
I see. However, what if you, perchance, were not the one that something were to happen to?
What do you mean?
Kentaro!
That's Yoko.
Kentaro! Kentaro!
Yoko, no! Damn it, stay back! Don't come any closer!
Oh!
Hey, where are you? Yoko, talk to me! Damn!
Help me, Kentaro!
Yoko? What the hell have you done to her? Yoko, hang on!
Kentaro!
Ah!
Please help me!
The realm of the dead lies beneath her. Once she enters, it's all over. She'll never be able to return to this world. No spell can penetrate that wall.
You don't know when to quit, do you? Be a good boy and give in.
Minamoto!
If you want it to stop, then break the pact immediately. Come on. Come on.
You kept it, didn't you?
Suzu?
I thought you'd probably come here, Haruka.
So you've been waiting here?
Mm-hmm.
It might have been better if I'd never been freed.
Why do you think that, Haruka?
I don't know.
Well, I'm really glad you did get released.
Hmm?
Because, you see, that way I got a chance to meet you, Haruka. I'm sure Yoko feels the same way too. And Kentaro. Let's go back. They're all waiting for you. You do know that, don't you?
I can't do that.
Why not?
Suzu, I'm not the kind of person you seem to think I am.
No. You're a good person, Haruka.
No, I'm not. Come on, you yourself witnessed me murder that monster. That's the kind of person I am.
Then tell me this. Why did you hold on to that vial? You lost control of yourself for a moment. That's why you did what you did. Listen to me, Haruka. I know the real you. Kind of awkward, but you're wonderful.
I am the demon-eating goblin. I think nothing of killing, human or monster. I have no friends. That's who I am. That's the real me.
Liar.
Playtime is over now.
Haruka!
Kantaro!
break your pact with the demon-eating goblin. Do it, Kantaro Ichinomiya. Want her to vanish from this world forever?
Yuko's in danger! Haruka, please, you gotta go help her! Hurry! Haruka!
Come on, Ichinomiya. Just break the pact. Do it and allow the true demon-eating goblin to live again. Do me this one small favor.
Rosalie, no! Get back now!
Go get her.
Seems we have ourselves another hostage.
A monster?
Where did it... No way! You were a decoy!
Yuko, no!
What the hell is that thing supposed to be?
After her!
Tough luck, huh? Looks like your little plan didn't quite pan out, Minamoto. Go on, beat it, you psychopath.
I won't kill you. Were you to die, your pact would end up lasting for all eternity.
I have no intention of breaking my pact with Haruka.
So it would seem. I wonder how he feels about it.
Huh?
Tell me now, do you think the demon-eating goblin wants this pact? Didn't you say...
Haruka. You're suffering, aren't you? And I think it's because of that monster you murdered, isn't it? And because the instincts you lost are now starting to awaken. But I bear the blame, because I left you as you were when you had been sealed, incomplete, stripped of the things that define you. All your memories, and all of your true powers. I'm sorry I put you through so much.
Just as you said, the demon-eating goblin is suffering. He has no idea who he is right now. How did I end up like this? Why do I have to suffer so much? He doesn't understand. He tries to remember, but he simply can't. Such difficulty, such intense pain. Yes, and it's all your fault. You like the demon-eating goblin, don't you? Shouldn't it be your desire to help your friend? Wouldn't you like to spare him all the pain that he's going through? Or is the truth that you really don't care whether or not he gets hurt? It doesn't matter as long as you are satisfied. Is that it?
You're wrong. I never wanted that. All I wanted was...
Wanted what?
I just...
Demon-eating goblin?
Yep, a strong legendary goblin. Way stronger than any demon.
Stronger than demons? So where is he?
They say that he's been sealed away somewhere.
He is? Then forget it.
Hey, come on. If you found him, you could undo the seal yourself.
Really? I'm not so sure.
Sure you could. Kantaro, I just know you can. Go, Kantaro!
Thanks, you guys. Okay. Stronger than the demons. Way stronger than the demons. Way stronger. Haruka.
It would be so easy to release him from his pain. Come, Ichinomiya.
How could... Haruka!
It's Haruka! The demon-eating goblin.
At last, progress. That dirty demon eater.
Don't go yet! Demon Eater, stop! You've lost control. You're so confused right now that you've forgotten who you are! Do not go to Kantaro! Demon Eater!
Sugino, why did you tell Haruka not to go to Kantaro?
Because... Haruka...
Haruka!
Haruka, you're scary.
Those eyes. Those are the eyes I wanted to see. Just a little longer. A little longer and you'll be free from the chain that binds you. Free from the chain of your pact. Come, Ichinomiya, unto the pact now.
Quick, get back!
What? Did he just attack Ichinomiya?
So is it trying to kill him?
Raiko. If he does, then...
What's the matter with you? Stop this!
You won't be able to get through to him now, no matter what you say.
Just yet.
Even when I die, the pact I have with Haruka will continue for all time.
I'm going to find the Demon Eater, because if he remains the way he is now, he'll suffer even more than he already has.
Take me with you, Lord Sugino.
I'm sorry, I need you to stay here.
But...
Pray. Pray that the people you love will make it through this.
Okay.
Stop it! Very well. I'll undo it.
Kentaro!
Good, now do it quickly.
Hold on. You have to let these three get to safety first, then I'll do it.
I don't think so.
Then I'm not undoing the pact. Go, and hurry!
No way! I'm not going anywhere without you and Haruka!
I'm giving you an order!
match for me, Demon Eater.
Barranco!
Haruka!
You like the demon-eating goblin, don't you? Shouldn't it be your desire to help your friend? Wouldn't you like to spare him all the pain that he's going through?
Haruka, there is something that I want to say. As your master, I have to tell you this. I've always admired you. You're so strong. I thought that if I met you, I'd be able to change. I thought that I could grow stronger, too. And then finally, I did end up meeting you. I was happy. I was truly happy then. But after living with you, I came to realize that longings are just longings, and dreams are just dreams, nothing more. You see, I haven't changed at all. I haven't become any stronger. I can't do it. I can't undo our pact, Haruka. I won't do it. I admired the demon-eating goblin. But now, Haruka, what you've become, I do not admire. To me, you are more important than anybody else. I want you to know that. It's not about humans and monsters. It's about you and me, Haruka.
What? What are you?
Follow your instincts and do whatever you like. If it's your wish to kill me, then go ahead, Haruka.
Ichinomiya!
Haruka.
Didn't I tell you? You're still no match for me, Demon Eater. Lord Raiko, it can't be.
Haruka, you did it!
Lord Raiko!
The power of the heart. Quite an interesting display you've put on.
Demon Eater!
Lord Sugino!
Everyone stay away from the Demon Eater! What? Does this mean...
Yes, it's all over.
No way!
You're too late. That's right, you're way late, Lord Sugino.
No way! I came here as fast as I could! Bummer. Well, we should get going then.
Yeah, let's all go home together, okay?
What's wrong, Haruka?
I tried to kill you, Kotaro.
It's all right. Let it go.
No. I mean, before today. Did you think I've been suffering mental anguish because I've been without my memories for all this time? You're wrong. I
I've regained some of those distant memories, a fragment from when I was sealed away. That's right. And now it's certain. I can never return to your side.
Huh? Haruka? Kentaro, what's going on? Isn't Haruka coming back?
To keep doing that, Muchan. How long is he staying here anyway? He never used to behave like this. You've changed, Demon Eater.
Well, please tell him if he doesn't turn in the manuscript by tomorrow, they're going to scrap the article. I apologize. Kentaro disappears a lot these days. I'll be sure to give him a good scolding when he comes back. Say, Rosalie, I'm going over to Mr. Hasami's place. Would you like to come along? I didn't want to go back yet, but it's getting late. I was just about to go back too, so why don't we just call it a day? What's the matter? Aren't you going back? Going back? Where? Huh? Well, back to my house, of course. What are you talking about, Rosalie? See ya. Thank you for everything. Rosalie, Suzu, see you later. Okay, good night, Yoko. You have a good night.
Reiko was here, huh?
Kentaro?
Going back where? She said that?
Strange, huh? I wonder if maybe Rosalie got herself possessed by something again.
Rosalie knows then.
Huh? She knows what?
Oh, nothing. Long story. Thanks for dinner. It was delicious.
Kentaro?
Yeah?
Why haven't you gone to see him? You know he's at Lord Sugino's place. It's spring already, and it's tough to see you looking so depressed. Kentaro.
Good evening.
A visitor? Coming!
I'm sorry to be calling so late.
Why, you're...
Viscount, sir. Paranormal phenomena?
Yes, they began 6 months ago. It was enough to scare the majority of our servants into quitting their positions.
Why have you allowed it to continue for so long? Nonetheless, it seems serious.
Something must be done, and I know you can do it.
You're fine with this?
I've spoken with Miyako.
I see. Very well, sir.
Sorry it took me so long. We were out of tea leaves, so I went to borrow some from next...
Yoko, would you please get a hold of Rosalie and tell her I'd like her to accompany us to the Edogawas tomorrow?
Hey, Kentaro, are you gonna tell us what's going on or what? Kentaro? No, it can't be. Suzu.
She died about 6 months ago, on the very day that we were fighting Raiko in the cemetery.
She had always been a frail child, the same as her mother. Suzu's mother passed away shortly after giving birth to her. And not long ago, Suzu was in bed, having developed complications from a mild cold. And then as gently and quietly as if she had just fallen asleep, Suzu finally succumbed to the illness and passed away.
So you mean to say what's been coming to our house is Susie's ghost? Susie's spirit? You knew, didn't you, Kentaro? Then why didn't you ever say anything?
When I saw you all getting along so well, I just couldn't.
That's so... Why the exorcism? Yeah, that's right. If you know this is Suzu for sure, then there's no reason why you should have to...
Yoko, tell me, do you have any idea how a person becomes a ghost?
Something they've left undone in this world. Oh,
Correct. They have a lingering regret. So they become spirits and try to remain here in this dimension.
I want to let her rest in peace. I can't bear the thought of my daughter being burdened by regret and lingering in this world for all eternity.
Kantaro? What could Suzu's regret be?
It must be.
Lucifer.
If we can't stem Suzu's feelings toward Haruka, then her soul may never find true peace.
That's terrible. Huh? Suzu. Hey there. When did you all get here? Suzu. Suzu? Kantaro!
Suzu,
Kantaro?
I need to have a talk with you.
A talk? What are you so serious for?
Well, you see, it's, about Haruka.
About Haruka? What? What's the matter? Kantaro. Hey, what's wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. Just forget I said anything. Oh, so that's it. That's what happened to Suzu. I never noticed either.
You know, Kantaro, you don't have to do this.
I do. Suzu,
What's this? Is nobody here?
is she not able to see us here then?
That's strange. Maybe they went out somewhere. Yoko? Kantaro? Suzu! Suzu, we're here! Right here! All of us!
What do you think you're doing?
Cut it out! Don't put them back up!
Yoko, stop!
There's no point in this! Hiding ourselves from Suzu like we don't exist!
But this is for Suzu's own good. First, we have to sever our ties with her completely. Then,
That's not true! You know you're not doing this for Suzu! You're just avoiding her! You don't want to have to own up and deal with her! It's the same thing you're doing with Haruka! It's the same thing you always do! Run away! You're a coward, and you're just trying to fool yourself! I must say, this is rather unusual.
is it really that strange for me to come here alone?
Extremely.
My apologies.
So what happened?
Nothing in particular.
Don't want to talk about it? That's fine. After all, this is a place for patrons to forget about their everyday concerns. Shall we dance?
I can't.
Well, you never will know unless you try.
I have no need to try, I know. There's no way I can dance, and that's it.
Still the same after all these years. You overanalyze every little thing. You'll decide you can't do something before you even try it. If you keep that up, you'll never come out of the tiny little shell you've made for yourself. Look, I understand wanting to protect yourself, but sometimes you can end up hurting the people around you. I'm sorry. You're my customer now. Why don't you cheer up and have another drink?
No thanks.
You're just avoiding her. You don't want to have to own up and deal with her. It's the same thing you're doing with Haruka. It's the same thing you always do. Run away. You're a coward. Look, I understand wanting to protect yourself, but sometimes you can end up hurting the people around you.
What, Suzu?
Yeah. You didn't know, did you? Suzu was pretty fond of you, you know? Though, of course, you gave her the chance to get close to you. Time flows differently for humans than it does for us. If they open up to each other, they'll both end up regretting it. You've done a foolish thing.
You kept it, didn't you, Haruka?
Suzu.
Do you still regret what happened? You said it would have been better if you'd never been freed. But because you were, that's why I got to meet you, Haruka. And if I hadn't met you, and I never have had all these wonderful memories to enjoy.
Your memories?
I've always been weak from the day I was born. I guess that's why I couldn't even make any friends. It was hard for me seeing what a burden I was to my poor father and big sister, having to live like that. Sometimes I wished it would all just be over. But I'm glad I didn't give up. I got to meet you, didn't I? And Yoko and Rosalie. And yes, even Kantaro, too. Hey, Kantaro, what's wrong?
His presence.
Yusufa, I'm glad. I really am. I got to make all these wonderful friends, and they gave me such happy memories. You see, my dreams came true. That's why it's so hard for me to see all you fighting. I just want my friends who are so precious to me to get along with each other always. Is that so selfish of me?
Suzu.
Haruka!
Kantaro, where are you going? Kantaro.
I will not run away.
Kantaro.
Haruka, I'm sorry.
I can't trust you. At first, I thought you just looked like him. But my instinct was to try and kill you. That means you have some connection to the man who sealed me away and left me forgotten all those years ago. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. I wanted to meet you. I really did admire your strength. And that's not a lie I concocted to trick you. It's how I truly feel. So I searched. I searched and searched, hoping to know more about you. And then I found out who it was that sealed you. One of my ancestors, an Ichinomiya. A descendant of the person who sealed you, wanting to free you. Pretty crazy, isn't it? As it was, I couldn't stop the feelings I had for you. But I didn't stop to consider your feelings.
Kantaro, nothing in this world is completely perfect. And that goes for living things as well. Until now, I thought that I would never open up my heart to a human. But now, I realize that was a mistake. I need to stop overthinking everything. Instead, from this point on, I'll follow my heart. From now on, I'm going to treasure the time that I spend with humans. Haruka, if you can accept that, then I will return to your side. But when I regain all of the memories I lost, I'm afraid I may end up having to kill you. If you can live with that too. All right then.
There's so many things I want to talk to you about.
Well, don't worry. We've got plenty of time.
I'm glad.
Hey, it's Suzu.
You made up with each other? Kantaro? And Haruka? glad. Suzu, she's fainting.
Susu saw this? You mean this was your regret?
Thank you. I'm glad to have met you all. It made me happy. You knew what you were? Suzu, you knew? Goodbye, everyone. Suzu. Goodbye, Haruka.
Goodbye, Suzu. And thank you.
Just you wait, demon-eating goblin.
Our plan is going along smoothly, Lord Raiko.
Kentaro Ichinomiya, this is just the beginning.